You're gonna want to strap in for this one, folks. Yet again, this is another memory unlocked type beat for you to use. Um, because I guess you guys didn't expect anybody to grow up, remember what you did, and then feel some type of fucking way about it. Really traumatic. I don't think I need to go into the intricacies of why unbridled internet access is bad for kids. So, if I'm doing the math correctly, 13 years ago, it was like 2006, 2007-ish. Um, there was a individual on Facebook that went by the name Gerard Way. If anybody remembers this person, feel free to leave a comment because I'm in the process of trying to get together a little class action cancellation for a couple of people I'm going to mention in this video. Because I guess you guys didn't expect anybody to grow up, remember what you did, and then feel some type of fucking way about it. We tried to help you, bitch. We tried to fucking help you. And you still just you deserve this life that you have created. You truly do. I've been on the internet since I was about 7 years old, and when I was 9 years old, I realized you can actually interact with other people from all over the world, and that was pretty fucking cool, but it was also, really traumatic. I don't think I need to go into the intricacies of why unbridled internet access is bad for kids. I hope that y'all iPad children have some restrictions and some screen time limits, or surely, and some supervision. If you can't watch it around your parents, you shouldn't be watching it. It's not that they can't trust you, it's that you can't trust people like I'm about to talk about right now, okay? So, I was 12 years old, 13 years old, about that time, back when this all started, back when I, added this person on Facebook, because back in the day, obviously catfishing was, like, a lot easier to do, um, but this person was very, very good at it. They had all the videos edited in such a way, and they had all of the pictures, like, and the time, and like they were pretty convincing at sounding like him, at least to somebody like me who was like literally fucking 12 years old. And I continued to know these people until I was literally 14. Um, and then it all kind of collapsed. So we're gonna do a little timeline there, okay, for you. When I added this account, um, I was just obviously like, oh my god, this is like a person in a band that I really, really like so much, and fucking I'm like obsessed with them to like an unhealthy degree. Anybody who knows me knows that um my special interest was this band for like 5 fucking years straight, and like it consumed my life. It was very unhealthy and bad. And so, since all of this shit occurred, I basically made a promise to myself that I would never, ever, ever in my life become obsessed with anything or anybody like that ever again. Um, so something positive did come out of all of this horse shit, but yeah. So at first, I guess I was just sort of starstruck, right? Whatever. And obviously, this person is like, whoever they are, getting off on like how they're making little kids feel special and they feel famous and they have attention and everyone loves them and all this shit. You get it. We don't need to fucking go into that. But it wasn't for like weird perverted purposes. It was literally just for her self-esteem. And so she would start interacting with like all these like minors from all over the fucking world, add anyone, and this is how I ended up with my first ever Facebook account that I ever made. Had like hundreds and thousands of like Mexican, Indonesian, British, just random people who were like just really loved this band. We were all just like a network of kids who fucking love this band. And we would support each other and we would be like best fucking buddies. Like I don't talk to a single one of those fucking people ever anymore, like at all. Yeah, I was just friends with all these random foreign kids who, like, they were all really nice and cool, but so was this individual. So that's how I found the account in the first place, because everyone thought that it was her. And so she's taking advantage of people who, like, maybe don't have the best grasp on English as well, not just little kids. And I'm calling this person she because that she is a woman that did this. She was at the time a 30-year-old woman doing this. So just so you know, that's why I'm calling Gerald Way she and her. So there was an individual who I'm going to try my fucking damnedest to get back into contact with. I'm going to try because she this is where it actually started. Her name is Chloe. She was like my age, I think, something like that, give or take a year. Um, this Gerald Way person was like, they were already friends and they were already bonding for whatever fucking reason. Um, and I just noticed that she was like one of the people who was mostly commenting on her things, and like they would just like kind of ignore me, but then like talk to her and shit. And like be more mean to me for some fucking reason. And then it kind of became like this weird thing, like, oh, you're just jealous, huh, blah blah. And it was just like, oh, what? um, which, like, probably, yeah, but it's like they were making us feel that way, bro. They were giggling in the same room as 30-year-olds fucking doing this shit, probably. So sorry for beef, but we ended up being friends after this whole thing. So whatever. Here we fucking go. So there's a guy always commenting on the post, and there's a woman always commenting on the post from this Gerard Way person who apparently are real life friends with him, and they know him and all this shit, and they're from Wisconsin. Um, Jessica and Adam Bronk. So Jessica is a Wiccan goth kind of woman, maybe. Obviously just loved My Chemical Romance and is obviously in love with Gerard Way, like probably more than anything at all. Like she loves that man, but like more than anything. Um, Adam told me this. Now Adam, also at least 30 years old at the time, but I know that when I first started talking to him, he was 28. I was 13, 14. Um, so he was an adult, you know. He might have been older. He might have been like 32 or something. I don't know. He fucking lies about everything because he's weird. But this individual, um, I guess I added both of them and whatever, but he was commenting like really weird shit on my pictures all the time. So basically what I'm saying is the guy's a fucking pedophile. Um, he would always comment like stuff on all of the little girls that were orbiting this Gerard Way account. Like this Gerard Way account was like some type of way for her to like trade off with him, like or something. I don't know if this was an agreed thing or this is just a dynamic that manifested and nobody wanted to fucking say anything. But to me, it was he uses the account to gain access to little girls to sexually harass and groom. And she gets to feel special, and he vouches for her and says, "No, this account is real." Gaslights everybody, tells them like, "Nah, this is the real deal, bro. This is the real Gerard Way, dude." Um, so a lot of weird drama and shit was happening constantly. I can't honestly remember, but I kind of wised up after a moment and I was like, you know, it's actually not, none of this makes sense, guys. And a lot of people were like, well, I don't even care if that's the case because I like whoever this person is. They seem awesome and nice. And that is where my next fucking point comes in. Cause how can you be awesome and nice and a good friend to people when you are a 30-year-old woman who is so miserable with her own life that she has created for herself? Because you can magically do whatever you want, right? Wave a little wand around, play with some rocks, and you can do whatever you want with your life, right? Well, I guess you're stuck being smacked up by this fucking dude who cosplays as Link every fucking Halloween and cheats on you with little kids actively. But you know, whatever. If that's the life you want to live, I guess you gotta fucking have some way to escape it. I just personally think there are better ways. Um, Video games, drawing, writing stories. Writing stories. You know how to do that. You did that a lot. Um, Drugs. Tried drugs? Maybe you should try that. Some of them are legal and they give them to you at the doctor. Maybe you should try some of those. Uh, just try a bunch of them out. One of them might work. I definitely think your husband should try it because he is so bipolar and it is so awful. It is so fucking awful to have to talk to that man or deal with him in any capacity. I know because I was the favorite, and that's why you didn't fucking like me. Okay? What a nice person, no matter who they are behind that account. Offer up little girls to her pedophile husband so he doesn't beat her ass. Would that is that a good friend? Because that's what they did to me. And if you're my friend, I guess we're not fucking friends, bro. Sorry. Just saying. Sorry to get a little impassioned there or whatever. But yeah. So back to Chloe. Um, she started to basically use Chloe as like a way to make me jealous because for some reason I was Adam's favorite for like the longest time. I don't know if it was because I'm cool and I like cool stuff, or because I'm kind of funny and always have been, or that I was just like the perfect victim for someone like that. I don't know. But that was the case, and she did not like that very much. So she would like kind of flirt with or favor or like kind of like put Chloe up on a pedestal and notice that like we're kind of beefing a little bit and because we're fighting for this fucking person's attention, which they're loving by the way. Um but like she's just fully manipulating that because she was a girl in high school once and middle school. So that's she's playing puppet master and getting a thrill out of it and amusement out of manipulating little girls into fighting because her husband is trying to fuck them. What do I need to say? This bitch sucks, okay? Moving fucking forward. Um, so that persisted. I basically, as a child, until I fucking got a little bit smarter, somehow, by some fucking miracle, I kinda like wised up a little bit. And so I decided to ask Adam, like, okay, so who the fuck is behind the account? Because like it still wasn't really clicking. Still wasn't really clicking until right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, when I decided to make this fucking video at 26 years old. Yeah. Okay. So this is what actually fucking cleared the board. Okay. This man tells me, who is the only person I have added in this entire circle of people at this point, because obviously I'm not going to be friends with this weirdo catfish who like is awful and weird. Obviously, I'm not gonna be friends with his bitchy ass wife because she won't accept the request. Even though I'm like, hey, like, aren't you concerned that your husband is like talking to little girls? But she just be like, no, you're all a bunch of little hoes, blah blah blah. Like, fucking okay, whatever, bitch. Get beat on some more. Nobody cares. Fuck you. But we tried to help you, bitch. We tried to fucking help you, and you still just you deserve this life that you have created. You truly do. If it's even still happening, like I kind of do think you should be dead. I'm not gonna lie. So hopefully, homie's in prison for valid reasons, and they went through his computer. Hopefully, but knowing him, he probably smashed it with a baseball bat right after he fucking busted your head in, cause he knows what they're gonna find. So yeah, he tells me, or hints at it rather, that his wife is in love with a rock star that she doesn't actually know, or some. He said it in some weird way. I wish I could fucking go track the fucking messages for you, but yeah. Um, so basically, he implied that she spends too much time fantasizing over Gerard Way to be a good wife to him, and he said some shit that implied he was tired of covering for her. slash whoever was behind it, because he still wouldn't outright say it was her. But now that I'm looking back and noticing that she was doing some high school girl shit, and I genuinely, I'm sorry to say this, I don't think a cis man could accomplish something this crazy and manipulative and weird and camp. I don't think a man would go to these lengths even if he was gay. Okay? You see what I'm saying? This is AFAB behavior, and anyone who wants to get mad about it can, but she was acting like Regina George with a bunch of little kids who were of her same gender because of a boy she thought was hot that was from a band. Okay, um, so that just kind of covers that. I don't really know what happened to the catfish account or what, like, maybe she just got rid of it eventually. Adam was the only person I continued interacting with for a while after that. Because obviously he grew me and needed me as a therapist and would always say really nice shit to me, and he wasn't bad looking. Um, and we would like talk a lot and call each other and stuff and whatever, but yeah, no, I just kind of think you guys deserve to be fucking like horrible things need to happen to you both, and it can start with me exposing you for doing all this weird shit, okay? That's all. Have the fucking day you deserve, dude.